Hey, seventh graders. Welcome to part one of our series on the Golden Age of Athens. This is lesson 5 in your textbook, and it's also the concepts that we have been studying through our stations the past couple of days. While you watch this video, please take notes in your notebook. Everything that is on the screen, you should record in your notebook as it will be part of your upcoming test. Okay? So the Golden Age of Athens. The Golden Age of Athens was from around 477 to 431 BCE. Remember, a golden age is a time period of wealth and peace and intellectual and artistic development. So it's an important time in a civilization. It's where they can focus on their growth. And so during the Golden Age of Athens, we see drama and sculpture and poetry and philosophy, architecture and science all reach new heights. And these developments in art and literature and theater, all of these left a lasting legacy and still impact and influence and inspire people today. And it's all from this time period, this golden age of Athens. But before we can talk about the actual golden age and these new developments, we need to discuss Pericles, because Pericles really helped influence and foster this golden age in Athens. Pericles was a wise politician who led Athens during its golden age. He was a skilled politician, an inspiring speaker, a respected general. And these three qualities really gained him support with the citizens of Athens. Pericles dominated the life of Athens from 461 BCE to 429 BCE. And this is often referred to as the Age of Pericles. Now, Pericles had 3 goals for Athens under his leadership. The first goal was to strengthen democracy. The second goal was to strengthen the empire. And the third goal was to glorify or beautify Athens. So goal 1, to strengthen democracy. To strengthen democracy, Pericles introduced a direct democracy. And this is the democracy that we talked about in lesson 2, where everyone participates in government. Right? Direct democracy is a form of government in which citizens participate directly in government through holding office, voting in elections, and serving on courts. No representatives are used. And so we talked about with the Council of 500, and we talked about with the assembly, where all citizens had the opportunity to participate in government, make decisions, make laws for the city-state. In Athens, male citizens of all social classes were allowed to participate in government. And Pericles made many reforms or changes to government to make sure this happened. One of them was he paid those who served in public office. So they got paid to be part of, for example, the Council of 500. This allowed for not only wealthy people to participate in government, but it also allowed for poor people, now that they were getting paid. They could leave their job or their farm, and they could work and be part of government. Now remember, citizens at this time in Athens were only males. No women or slaves were allowed to take part in the Athenian democracy. Goal number 2 of Pericles was to strengthen the empire, to strengthen Athens, to expand its influence in its land. And so after the defeat of the Persians in the Persian Wars, Athens helped organize the Delian League. Pericles, and remember again, this was a league where multiple city-states kind of formed an alliance. They provided funds for future protection. And so Pericles used the money from the league's treasury. So the money that was collected from these city-states, he used it to strengthen the Athenian navy in the Mediterranean. So he really built up his navy, the navy of Athens. He believed that a strong navy was important because it helped Athens strengthen the safety of its empire and to expand trade, to really control the Mediterranean Sea and to protect Athenian merchants. Again, he's using this money that was, kind of designated to protect as part of the Delian League. He's using this to strengthen the Athenian navy. His third goal was to glorify or beautify Athens. And if we remember, in 480 BCE, Athens was burned to the ground by the Persians. And so Pericles used the money from the Delian League to beautify Athens and to rebuild it. He had Greek artists and architects create sculptures and buildings to glorify the power of Athens. And he didn't, spare any expense. He used marble and other expensive materials to build and to glorify the strength and the power of Athens through its architecture and its artwork. His greatest building is known as the Parthenon. And there's the picture of the remains of the Parthenon today. The Parthenon, a temple dedicated to Athena. But this building was so beautiful, and it kind of showed visitors and even showed Athenians how powerful and the city-state was. So that is some information about Pericles and what kind of got the golden age of Athens going. So tomorrow we are going to talk about the actual golden age and some of the developments that were made in in drama and philosophy and architecture and sports and so on. Okay, so make sure you took your notes. I will be checking them tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again for part 2 of the Golden Age of Athens.